So let's start with the Mets.
Let's start with the Mets.
Because they've got some pretty good new players. I don't know if you're familiar with one of them. You might be related to them. Start with their additions and who they lost.
May or may not be.
May or may not be.
We'll go through every team. Most important hitter, pitcher, breakout player, notable additions, subtractions even, and then our division predictions and Cy Youngs and all that stuff at the end. So this is going to be fun. The Mets, their notable acquisitions, as you alluded to. Justin Verlander, the reigning Cy Young Award winner. The last 2 years he's pitched, he's won a Cy Young Award. His age might say he's 40, but on the field, he does not look 40. I tell you that much. So the biggest addition of all for them, Justin Verlander. Kodai Senga, big addition. Jose Quintana, David Robertson in the bullpen, Tommy Pham offensively. Those are some of their big additions. Notable losses, the most notable of all being Jacob deGrom. Extremely, extremely talented. When healthy and pitching, one of the most dynamic, disgusting pitchers on planet Earth, if not the most disgusting pitcher on planet Earth. Chris Bassett and Taijuan Walker. So you'll see a theme here. A lot of the notable acquisitions, starting pitchers. Yep. A lot of the notable losses, starting pitchers. So kind of just a big flip of the rotation with Max Scherzer staying put in there. But yeah, those are some of the big moves for him.
Yeah, and they're a lot done, spending a lot of money. They were a 100-win team last year. Should be a World Series favorite this year with everything they're putting in. So let's focus on some of the players we should watch, starting with hitter. What hitter should we be watching on this team?
For me, it's Francisco Lindor. Lindor is the heartbeat of this team. He signed the massive contract when he came there and did not live up to the hype that first year. And last year, he was unbelievable. So for me, Lindor, this offense isn't necessarily the deepest offensively. You need your guys to be guys. And having Francisco Lindor, who's a superstar and arguably the best shortstop in baseball, one of the best for sure, he's the hitter to watch on this team.
Now, we mentioned a lot of the transitions, who they got, who they lost, was all around pitching. So who is your pitcher that you're going to be watching this year?
This might surprise some people. It's not Justin and it's not Max Scherzer, because to me, you kind of know what you're getting with those guys. And I'm not going to say they're both going to put up Cy Young years, but we all know Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer. We do.
Yeah.
For me, it's Kodai Senga. Coming over from Japan, a huge addition. Paid him a lot of money. Everybody's excited to get him. He was nasty over in Japan. He's coming over with his ghost forkball. But you can't overstate enough the transition from Japan to the United States and how extreme it is. As a pitcher, it's extreme. The baseball is different. The batters are different. As just a human being adjusting to life, I can't imagine how difficult it is for him to come over to the other side of the world with just a translator that speaks his language and having to adjust to everything. So to me, it's the adjustment. Is Kodai Senga going to be an ace of a staff kind of guy, or is he going to be a back end of a rotation kind of guy? If you can pair a Kodai Senga ace of a staff with Justin and Max Scherzer, I mean, this rotation goes from what I believe is the best rotation in baseball to, no doubt, hands down, the best rotation. But I'm excited to watch that ghost forkball in action. It's been good in spring training, so we'll see.
Same. Now, you hit the nail on the head there, because I remember watching Shohei Ohtani that first season when he came over from Japan on the Angels.
Close and personal.
I was covering the team as a team reporter, as a part of the broadcast, and there is an adjustment period, no matter what. Like, as you mentioned, even just from the mound being different, the ball being different, the culture, the language, everything. There is an adjustment period, but he's surrounded with the right people, like your brother, a veteran. He's got his people. He's going to figure it out. Just, give him a couple weeks to figure it out out of the gate.
He also mentioned that Justin is one of the reasons he wanted to play for the Mets, which I thought was really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's cute. Okay, let's move out to breakout player.
Oh, this one's easy for me with the Mets.
Yeah?
Brett Beatty. This guy is the future at third base. He had a really good spring training. I'm really excited to watch him, and I think the world will be put on notice by the year Brett Baty will have. I think he breaks out in a big way. I think he ultimately takes over that third base position full time for the Mets, and I think we see him there for a long, long time. This guy is going to be a stud, left-handed hitter, hits rockets, and plays good defense. I'm excited to watch him.
They're going to be a fun team.
They're going to be
a dangerous team, and let's just fingers crossed that they're over the hump of Metting.
One thing I will mention is the whole Carlos Correa situation that I know Mets fans don't love to hear about and talk about, but Steve Cohen was vocal about we needed one more bat, and this was it when they announced that he had signed there.
Yeah.
And obviously we all know what happened. That fell through. He didn't end up signing there, and he's with the Minnesota Twins. This is a bat, the guy I'm talking about, Brett Baty. You look at the lineup right now compared to what it was last year, it's the same lineup that we saw kind of lay an egg in the playoffs. But if it adds Brett Baty and he can be a stud, it adds so much depth to a lineup that is a solid lineup. Mm-hmm. But as Steve Cohen mentioned, we needed that one bat. He thought at the time it was Carlos Correa. Everybody did. Maybe it's Brett Baty.
All right. Let's hope so.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.